Hi Mel, long time no see. How are you?
Oh, hi, Jul. I'm good, thanks. How about you?
I'm absolutely fine. It's been a long time since the last time we met, right?
I think so. It was 4 or 5 years ago, I guess, at this wedding party, right?
Oh yeah, you are right. And I remember you are the bridesmaid.
Haha, you still remember it? How's your family?
I got divorced 2 years ago.
What? Really? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Never mind. I'm okay now. However, we'll never get along at many things.
So, how about your children?
They stay with their father and I met them at the weekends.
It must be hard, isn't it? My sister Kate divorced 6 years ago and she was all messed up. She was hardly had time to see her kids because she had to go to work.
It was sad at the first time, but they should have a better life, and I couldn't give them what parents should give. And my father passed away at the same year. It was the hardest time of my life, but I got to move on because life must go on, no matter what happened. I want to make my children happy and to prove that my ex-husband was wrong about me. I want to show him I can stand on my own and I don't need him.
So, what were you doing after that? How could you end up being a taxi driver? Weren't there anything to do but being a taxi driver?
Well, of course there were. I've tried to do food catering business once, but it didn't went well. I had bank debt because of other reason. I had to quit the catering, but I didn't give up. I tried to look for another job, but every time I got one, I didn't feel pleasant with the job. I didn't get more comfort feeling when I'm doing it. And then one day, my friend offered me this job. He knew I love driving and traveling, and he thought it'd be suitable for me. Even though I dropped it at the first time, I decided to give it a try. So I tried, and I like it. When I feel more comfortable with this job rather than other job, and I could save some money from my income for my children education.
That's good. But how were your family reaction? How were your kids? Weren't they ashamed of your being a taxi driver?
Shame? No. The only thing that matters for me is I have a job that I feel comfortable with, and I make money by doing the right things, and I don't against the law. About my kids, at the first time I was worried and confused how to explain them how I choose this job. One day I met them at the school by driving taxi and I was wearing my uniform. You know how about their reaction to show me? They come to me happily. They said they're proud of my job. I thought they would feel ashamed.
They are good kids. I know you do your best, but I still disagree with your choice, Joel. There are many criminal cases towards taxi driver, and you are a woman. It makes it more dangerous.
I know I heard it too, but it'll be fine as long as I follow the company's safety procedure. All the driver always monitor all day long, especially female driver. At 90 until 8:20 p.m., female driver will be monitored and ready to pick up the passengers just around the pool. Besides, you know how women always more sensitive than men. I always be careful when I pick up the passenger. I choose to pass the people who want to stop my taxi if I thought they were suspicious and I didn't feel comfortable to pick them up. And there are safety system applied by my company and they are really useful.
Oh well, I'm glad if those systems are useful, but I think there are a lot of things to do for a woman out there. I believe there are another job that will suit to you.
You may right, Mel, but again, I've said that I like this job and I feel comfortable with it. And there are many women whose job is the same with me now. Most of them are single parents and the other are still living together with their family. Besides, this job is flexible and really helpful to make us more independent.
I still feel worried, Joel, but I'm glad to you found the job that you like and feel comfortable with. If you're happy by doing it, what can I say?
Oh, don't worry. I'll be fine, Mel.
I hope. By the way, tomorrow is my kid's birthday. Would you like to come?
Oh, really? I don't know. But I'll make sure to drive the after work.
Really? That will be great. I have to go to buy a cake for tomorrow.
Alright, may I come with you?
Seriously? Is it okay? Don't you have to pick up your kids?
Oh, I have 2 hours before I go there. Let me accompany you.
Okay, let's go.